All right, so the recording is set. So today we're going to talk about Module 5, Lesson 1. But first, I would like to talk about two different, well, not different, but two extra things that they're going to be really useful because it's Friday and we need to rise our frequency. It's really important to rise our frequency to end the week really powerful. So let's do let's do a dynamic. Welcome, Sean. Welcome. Just in time for this dynamic. Um, on Wednesday, Terence, what did you guys do?
We were talking about manifestation and meditation and what basically worked for different people and what didn't. So we kind of went over that. What worked, what books were working, what meditation was working, what manifestation was working, and basically what worked and what didn't.
All right, wonderful, thank you. Okay, so oh, too bad that Rose had to go, but well, she told us that she had to go. Okay, but we're gonna start with a game, with a manifestation game, to raise our vibration and make us focus. So um, the game, it's called. Who joined? Somebody else joined. Ify, welcome.
If you going.
Welcome. Welcome back.
Hi.
Thank you. Welcome. Okay, the title of this dynamic, it's called is It's Very Possible. So the idea is for us to say five different things, like the first thing that comes to your mind, and you have to say it's really possible for me to manifest the Jeep that I want. It's really possible for me to get the amount of money that I really want. It's really possible for me to get my Roman villa. It's really possible for me to travel the world. Do you get the idea, my friends? Do you get the idea?
Yeah, no problem.
You get the point. Okay, so it's a game. Um, uh, this game it's really good for making us focus on what we want and also to rise our vibration. I was telling you different things and I start feeling really well. So who wants to go first? Who wants to go first? Who wants to do it? Who wants to do it? Well, I don't know if the instructions were clear. Were they clear?
I think so. Yeah, you went over it a bit quick, but I think so. This was interesting because I've been in a quite long-winded chat with AI about manifestation, how to streamline it, how to refine it, and I got quite a lot of wins out of it and realizations out of it. That we had everything or we got everything. We just got to focus on it and be like a laser beam and focus on it to fetch it all into manifestation and fetch it from the fourth dimension down to the third dimension into the material universe. And it hit me like a bomb when I realized it because we were just doing it, refining, making it better and better and better. And all of a sudden, I just had the old light bulb moment. So it was good for me.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so let me repeat the activity. Thank you for sharing that, Terence. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, the activity is really simple. Think about whatever you want to manifest, whatever you want to have in your life. And at the beginning, you have to say, it's very possible or it's really possible for me to blah, blah, blah. It's really possible or it's very possible for me to blah, blah, blah. Are you getting the idea?
Yeah, so you're going to name something and ask us if it's possible for us to materialize it.
Well, no. For example, if you want to give a try, oh, I think Ify got it. You got it, Ify?
I think so. So I guess I would start, or we would start by saying it's really possible for me, and then we name something we want to manifest.
There you go. Yeah.
Cool. So
Wait, are you
sorry.
talking? Sorry to jump in real quick while I have a 3 second at PT. Are you talking about the thing I suggested? It's totally possible.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
it goes. It's totally possible that, and then you fill in the blank of whatever you're having struggles with.
Oh, so if I say it's very possible for me to be in the perfect relationship, is it something like that?
Yeah, it's sort of the word is totally possible.
Oh, totally possible. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Rose.
Okay. So I guess Rose, I've just been listening to Nero, that video you posted. So I guess I'm a bit on the high. So I will start. It's totally possible for me to live in my perfect area in London. It's totally possible for me to be in the most beautiful, amazing relationship. It's totally possible for me to drive the most beautiful car that I've ever wanted. It's totally possible for me to have a harmonious and healthy family dynamic. And it's totally possible for me to have the most rewarding, fulfilling, and blessed career. I guess that's 5.
Nice. That's awesome, Ify. Thank you. Rose, you want to go?
Thank you.
I can go. I'm on the treadmill at PT right now, so that's why I was like hopping on when I could. It's totally possible that my sister can transmute her pain from all this grief and use it to help others. It's totally possible that she starts feeling better today. It's totally possible that even though tomorrow is a month of his loss, that she'll see the beauty of his life and be grateful for the time that she did spend with him. It's totally possible that we can touch many lives through the pain that we suffer through in this world, and that we can help others wake up to their true power through our pain. And it's totally possible that we all have a great day today and our vibration stays high.
Thank you, Rose. Thank you. That was awesome. That was so deep, and definitely it's totally possible for you and for your family to heal, to grow, to be better, and it's totally possible to restart to remember how love feels, even though the circumstances. Thank you so much. If you want to say something.
Oh, no, not at all.
All right. So who wants to go next? You can raise your hand, my friends, or just jump in. Who wants to give a try? Don't be shy.
Well, things like that, as I said to you, James, I don't think it's necessary for me to make a list, because I believe that ultimately everything is possible depending on how much focus you got on it. But I understand that some things are in a person's reality and other things are not. I mean, in the 80s, I wanted to do some training and it amounted to thousands and thousands of dollars. And I didn't even put a stop on whether it was possible or not. I just decided it was possible and created a multitude of things that I wanted at the time. I had no job, I had no money, I had no bank account, and I created all that and brought it all together. So I didn't realize or think it was possible. I just decided that I wanted it. And when I went in and started doing the things, I didn't even sit down and postulate or create it. But when I made the decision that it was possible, the money and everything else that I wanted come together, and it all come together. And I managed to pull it off inside 5 years.
Nice, man. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you. Who wants to go? Sean, you want to give a try?
Hi I can give it a try. So it's totally possible. That's the beginning part.
Yeah, it's totally possible. Yeah.
It's totally possible that I will receive the money to do the course that I want. It's totally possible that I will, I don't know.
Whatever comes to your mind.
Um, it's totally possible that I will have a house to support my girls, their safety and security. It's totally possible that I'll get my Range Rover car. um, and it's totally possible that I'll get a degree.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's totally possible for you to get all those things, the house, being with your daughters, your Land Rover. It's totally possible for you to achieve whatever you want. Awesome. All right. Who wants to go next? What about you, Gretchen? What do you think? You want to go next? You want to give a try?
I'm all choked up from the other person talking about person that passed away because my mother, and it's Mother's Day and her birthday, and then my brother passed away early in June, so I'm like choked up right now.
All right, Gretchen. If you want to pour out something, you can do it. If not, it's okay. We send you love. Krista, please.
Thank you.
It is totally possible that James finds his villa in the south of Italy. It is totally possible that I finish my house in the south of Italy. It is totally possible that I gain part of my old wife's back.
Nice.
And that's about it.
Nice. Thank you, Krista. Yeah, it's totally possible for you to retake all the job opportunities that you had. It's totally possible for you to do better and know some things right there in Rome, and it's totally possible for you to realize that every situation that we are having, it's only a test, and it only comes when we are ready to level up. So cheer up, Krista. Thank you so much. Kelly.
It is totally possible that I'm going to be a millionaire off of XRP.
Nice.
It is totally possible that I'm going to have a beautiful house. It is totally possible that I will be debt free. It is totally possible that my dog is healthy.
Yes.
I think that's about it. Totally possible I'm a millionaire off of XRP.
Nice. Kelly, yeah, it's only possible. First of all, for your little one to be really healthy, it's totally possible for you to become a millionaire. It's totally possible for you to get this new awesome beach front. Well, I don't know if you want a beach front or maybe a forest front or whatever. A beautiful home for you and your family. It's totally possible for you to achieve everything you ever wanted. Nice. Awesome. Somebody else wants to go again, or we can move to the next phase. All right. Let's move out to the second part. For this one, I just wanted to touch bases with you regarding a post that I made 2-3 days ago. I don't know if you saw it. I think some of you did. Regarding, I was talking about when sometimes we learn, we read, we join, we get courses and YouTube videos and everything, but at the end, we don't apply. We don't apply. This doesn't only happen with the manifestation and the law of attraction and what we are doing on the community. It also happens in everything that we are doing in our lives. I've been there. I've been there in different parts, in different areas of my life. But what I wanted to share with you is sometimes it's a little bit confusing, a little bit like messy how to add all the knowledge that David is giving us, how to start using it in our real life. Because sometimes you hear, especially when you're at the beginning of this journey, you hear about the leaf exercise, and then you hear about the knot technique, and then you hear about the ladder exercise, and then you hear about SATs, and you are not so sure about what SATs even means. And then you hear about affirmations and scripting and this and that and many techniques. And one day you're applying the 3-finger technique, and then the other day you're talking about Jose Silva and the master key system and many things, and then too much information that it's actually really awesome because it expands your awareness of this simulation. But let me tell you something. And a couple of weeks ago, I asked some of you something on the WhatsApp group, and I asked you if some of you had a structure set on how to manage your day using these techniques. And Rose was the one that replied to me, and she was like, I'm doing things, but what are you talking about? Like an structure set. And I told her, oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you about it, and I never told her about it. But I wanted to tell you all. So if you have a pen and paper, let's start writing. If you don't, and you're able, get a pen and paper, because what I'm about to share with you, it's something that some of us, we were practicing with David and Jacob a year ago, if he was there actually, if he was there on this challenge. I don't know if you remember the 30-day self-concept challenge.
Yeah, was it February last
Yeah.
year?
Yeah, something like that, February, March. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so let me tell you, what we have learned, and it's really simple. We have different techniques. You already know that the moment that you wake up is one of the best moments for you to meditate, to do something different, to rise your vibration. Okay, so at the beginning of the day, it's really important for you to take control, not to take the phone, not to check an email, just take control. It's really important for us to have some techniques already set. For example, if you wake up, okay, obviously, some people, myself, you have to go to the bathroom. It's like really normal. But after that, maybe you can do, like we were doing, some exercise. I don't know, maybe you can do some jumping jacks. Maybe you can do some push-ups, or maybe you can meditate, or maybe you can have something next to your bed, something that you can read, maybe a quote, 1 or 2 quotes, and meditate on those quotes. The idea is for you to start the day with something different, with something better, with something higher, not with reaction, because the moment that you begin your day reacting to the 3D, when you start like reacting to everything, then you realize that, oh my God, it's 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've been jumping from one event to another, not controlling the situation. So when you go to bed at night, then you can't do sats because your imagination, your head, it's like all like scrambled. So first of all, we have to get control of our thoughts, of our life, and everything. You can do exercise, you can do meditation, you can do whatever you want, but take control of your morning. Other thing that you can do during the day, this is actually two things that you can do. And let me ask you this. Okay, so everybody knows that we are manifesting every single day, and everybody knows that if you are here on this community, it's because you want to master, as myself, we want to master these techniques. And obviously, you have something that you would like to have in your life, or you want to see, or you want to experience. Am I correct? Does everybody has something that they want to have or want to experience? Yes. Yeah, everybody, we have something, because we are always wishing for something, new experiences. You want to have an adventure. You are willing for something. So that's why I asked you to do the It's Totally Possible exercise. So one of the most important things is, let's start with something simple. Whatever you want to have, let's place it on the ground. And what I would recommend you is not because I'm telling you what to do, but I'm following David's structure. It's really important for you to sit down, have a pen and paper, a notebook, and special. I actually have special notebooks. For example, I have this one with a little bit pink on the side. Well, I don't know if you can see it. This little one right here is for my gratitude crash course. This one is gratitude crash course only. So every single time that I am doing the gratitude crash course, I use this one. I have many notebooks right here. Some of them are for C-suite. Some of them are for the live sessions with David. Some of them are for this. Actually, I have a special one for these lessons that we are covering here. And I have special ones when I'm meeting someone, in real life, like mentors, or maybe on a call. I have a special book. And also I have a special notebook where I write everything that I want. But the point here is, it's really important for us to sit down and write down what you want. Okay, so let's put it on paper. Not right now. You can do it anytime. Let's put on paper what you want, what you really want. Okay, and it's really important for you to be specific. For example, Sean wants a Land Rover. So for her to be specific, it's really important for her to write the model, the color, how the interiors look like, how the exterior look like. If it's automatic, if it's shift, if it's electric, gas, and everything. Sky Taylor, welcome. Nice seeing you here. So it's really, really, really important for us to have everything that we want, but in an order. Be specific. For example, one of the cars that I want, it's an old one. It's 99 2000 Grand Cherokee. I like that version because it's square. It's like the old ones, and I don't know. I just feel nostalgic, and I want that on green, and I want another one, a black one. I know the type of tires that I want. I don't think I want sound and anything like that. I don't want Bluetooth. I don't want those kind of things. Nice interiors, like regular, not the leather ones. I want the regular interiors, and I see myself and my dogs on that truck. And another one that I want, it's a Jeep Wrangler. A Jeep Wrangler. The color is rock, like gray, between gray and green. So, and many other things. If you want, I don't know, certain amount of money, it's really important for you not to say, oh yeah, I want a lot of money. Well, I want more money. That's one that sometimes we say, I want more money. Okay, here you have $1. That's more money. If I give you $1 right now, it's more money than what you have right now, isn't it? Well, yeah. So be specific. I want more money. How much? How much more money? And you want it like daily? You want it monthly? You want it weekly? Yearly? In the US, when you talk about earning more money, sometimes you say, okay, I want to earn X amount of money per year. It's different. For example, here in Mexico, when you talk about how much you are earning, sometimes you talk about monthly income. I don't know how it is on Europe. Maybe it's like in America, or maybe it's like in Mexico, or I don't know. But anyway, you get the point, right? You get the point. Yeah. You're getting the point? Yes. Okay. So first step is, let's have a routine in the morning. High vibration routines, exercises, meditation. Get control of your mornings. That's the first and most important thing. Don't react. Don't jump out of it and then grab your phone. Oh my God, this thing is happening in Italy. Oh my God, poor people. Like when COVID hit, oh my God, that was awful, because you could see news everywhere. You see that Terence from Wales was having a hard time with COVID. The people right there, they were becoming zombies. I'm just kidding. But when you listen to the news sometimes they exaggerate things. They're like, oh my God, and in your vibration, they're controlling your vibration. So be aware of that. Be aware of that. The people that are in control of the TV and everything, they know that they know how to control our vibration using fear, using fake news, using all those kind of things. So be aware. Okay, this is not a conspiracy theorist talk. It's just I'm pretty sure most of you already realize that there's a couple of people, the group of people that they want to move you around. But anyway, so once that you already have what you want written down, when you are able to write it down, try to be specific. Don't take too long. Just, okay, I want to earn 285,000 pesos every month, for example. That's what I want to earn in pesos. Okay, so that's the exact amount. So I have the exact amount. I want my car. I want. I would like to have some properties off grid. I want solar panels. I want to learn how to farm, and I want to be out of the city, out of the city, because sometimes it's really chaotic for me. And even though I used to live in New York, in California, and those kind of in Los Angeles, but anyway, so be specific, and also try to work in the afternoons, not only once, maybe 2 or 3 times, the leaf exercise. Is everybody familiar with the leaf exercise?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
No. Okay. In short terms, well, let's see. Somebody wants to tell. Is your name Sky?
Sky, S-K-Y-E, Sky.
Sky. Okay.
Hi.
Somebody wants to share with Sky and Kelly how to do the leaf exercise. Thank you, Ify.
So, hi, Sky. Hi, Kelly.
Hi.
So, the leaf exercise was created by David. So if you want, I'm just gonna give you a high level. So what you're gonna do is you get relaxed, you try and sit down in a comfortable position, a lotus position. So with your back kind of like somewhere comfortable so you can concentrate. And then you go in your imagination. So all this is in your imagination. You go in your imagination and somewhere and see yourself. I like to see myself like in a beautiful, quiet forest with, colorful, beautiful trees. And I see like a stream right in front of me. So I kind of sit down in my imagination right in front of the stream. And then everywhere's quiet, everywhere's peaceful, everywhere's just calm. And then from a tree, you would see in your imagination a leaf, just one leaf, fall down, and it sways from left to right in your imagination, left to right, about 10 times, or right to left, 10 times, and then it hits the stream, and then you see the ripples and it comes towards you. And that's the first leaf. Now, while you're doing that, if your mind drifts, you have to start again. But let's say your mind doesn't drift, then you do leaf number 2.
So what's the purpose of the leaf dropping though?
So the purpose is just to hold your imagination. No picture, nothing can come into your mind. So if the leaf is dropping and your mind drifts to like, oh my God, is the kettle on? Or oh my God, yeah. Or a picture comes into your mind, like a picture of, let's say you were watching Friends, half an hour, and a picture of Ross comes into your mind, or Rachel, you have to start again. So nothing can come into your mind. Your focus, your 100% focus must be on the leaf or
So
the
it's a
background.
focus exercise.
It's a
Okay.
focus exercise.
Got it.
Now, according to David, if you can do that for 20 leaves without your mind drifting, then you are not controlled by the simulation. So basically, you're not hypnotized. You have a present awareness. And the target, the fulfillment, is to get to 50 leaves without your mind drifting. I myself, it took me a while, and I've only got to 28 leaves. And I've only got to 28 leaves probably about twice. So you have to. So it's an exercise. When you watch the video, David said, I think it took him like a whole month just to do one leaf, because obviously I don't know if you know David's background. And he started doing it when he was in prison, so he had no distractions. But he said when he was doing the first leaf, as the leaf is swaying down, his mind would just jump. Oh my God, I haven't done this, or oh my God, I haven't done that. Then you start again. And according to David, he said he's got to 50 leaves now, and he can actually do it when he's in the bank or the supermarket, just standing, because he's trained his mind that well that he can do it anywhere. So the
Right.
purpose is for me, the purpose is not to rush it, but to get, it's an exercise. It's something that I'm going to be doing for every day. So I think if you go and watch David's video, he explains it. He's got at least 2 to 3 videos. The first video he did when he just came out from prison. He was in the halfway house, and he explained it. And if you go on the course, I don't know if you're in the school community.
I am.
Yeah. So in the classroom, I think it's lesson 1. It's the 3rd of lesson 1. He explains it very well. But the aim is for a controlled, vivid imagination, for you to be able to sustain that picture.
Got it. Thank you for explaining that.
You're welcome.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, it's model 3, lesson 1.
Model 3. Okay.
Yeah, you can find
Okay.
exercise. Really good. Thank you, Ify. That was
That's a good explanation.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice explanation. But yeah, it's a focus exercise, because this is important when you are doing SATs. That SATs means the state akin to sleep.
Mhm.
Well, when you are, drifting and everything before you fall asleep, it's important. It's really important for you to hold the attention on whatever things you want to be manifested in your life, because if not, then you're going to repeat again whatever thing is happening to you. So it's an exercise. Don't rush it, as Ify said. Just be patient with you. And what I'm telling you, my friends, is do the leaf exercise, not once. Maybe do it. I've done it 2, 3, even 4 or 5 times during a day. And you can add different difficulties. Maybe, for example, day 1, try to do at least 1 leaf. If it's really simple for you, maybe go for 2 to 10. I don't know. And then day 2, add more, or reinforce whatever you are having, and move slow. And in a time you're gonna get there. And the point right here is at night, let's do the SATs, reverse course, and those kind of things. So that's something that I normally do. Oh, and I was missing this. The point for you to write down whatever you want to be manifested in your life, it's to create a scene. And then maybe put an alarm on your phone. And when the alarm comes, just take 20 seconds, 5 minutes, whatever, as much time as you want, and try to practice your scene, rehearse your scene. And then, okay, do it for maybe 5 minutes or less. And then you keep on going with your day. And then maybe an hour, 2 hours later, again, you have an alarm. Okay, I stop whatever you're doing. And then, okay, I've done this even though when I'm working out in the middle of my set, and then my alarm comes, I stop and I start doing it. And then my coach is like, James, keep on doing it. Don't stop, keep on doing it. I'm like, wait, because I'm practicing. So when it comes to nighttime, it's easier for me to rehearse whatever I was practicing during the day. Make sense? Does this make sense, my friends? Hope it does. So, yeah. And then at night, do the reverse exercise, the reverse course, and then you do your SATs. So that's something that I normally do during my day-to-day. I do the leaf exercise, I do this. I'm on the Uber, and then I'm like counting leaves. Sometimes I'm mad at something. I'm feeling like angry at something, and then I stop myself and I start counting the leaves. You know. So yeah, okay. So that's the other thing that I wanted to share with you. Does anybody has a question regarding what I was telling you?
I have a question, but not about that. I'm not sure if this is the place for it.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So what do I do when I'm reacting to something in the 3D? So, I'm observing it. I get I understand that the thing is to observe what it is that we don't want. But now, say I'm at work, which is where I am right now. I'm okay at the moment, but like if I wind up getting engaged in a conversation that just upsets me, I can feel myself getting emotional over it. What do I do? So I get the simulation, like I get it. But like, what do people do when they find themselves? It's like, oh my God, I'm engaged. I can't just walk away. If it's my personal life, I could be like, catch you later. And I can walk away. I can't. I have something that maybe I'm having a conversation with. It's not going well. I have to complete this somehow. So what do you guys do?
Please, Sean.
Well, a lot of times, like if you're in the middle of it and you can't walk away,
Yeah.
what you can do is you can take deep breaths or control your breathing. And then, so there's a few different ways to do that.
Okay.
And there's one where you can like use your fingers too. So you put your thumb and your pointer finger together.
Okay.
And do a breath, and then you move your thumb to your middle finger, and then your ring finger, and then your pinky. And by the time you get to there, it helps your nervous system kind of calm down. And then there's another one that I just learned for Qigong. It's when you breathe in, you have your mouth closed. You breathe in through your nose, but you curl your tongue back, and then you hold the breath. While you're holding the breath, you point your tongue towards your top front teeth. And then when you breathe out through your mouth, and you point your tongue like forward, normal.
So you're trying to reduce the emotion, like to get through
Yeah.
the conversation, but to reduce the intensity. Is that the idea to how to handle it?
Yes.
Until
So
our
when
3D changes the way that we want it to be?
Yes. So that just helps you kind of regulate your emotions and feelings, slow your breath, get you back grounded, and then your thoughts will kind of automatically eventually just go to a more positive place because you're focused on putting your body at peace instead of upset with what the other person's saying.
Oh, that makes sense.
I have something.
Yeah.
Please.
Everybody is coming from their own level of consciousness, and two people can react to the same thing in a different way. So you could just say to yourself, that's where they're coming from, and I choose not, to be that way. And you could just let them, act the way they act and don't take it personally.
What if I have to work something through them though? And it's just the emotions are still there on both sides, I guess.
Can you be more specific, like work things through, or? I'm not quite sure.
Oh,
You have to be in a situation, are you like in a meeting?
Here at work where there is a feral cat who's really sweet. And then the person who was supposed to take care of them. She's not. Although she says she really cares about the cat, but she doesn't. So then I do, because I care about it. But then I just get angry because it's like, you're not taking care of them. You know, you're not. And I worry that if I'm not here, that they're not going to be cared for. And if I try to have a conversation with her, she just gets all defensive and it doesn't really go anywhere. And I just worry about the cat.
But you can't control another person. All you can do is what you can do. So if you don't, you know, frail cats they know how to take care of themselves. They've done it before you've gotten there. So,
No, they're fed. They're fed here. They're used to being fed here.
but I have a lot of stray cats around here and they know how to take care of themselves and they multiply. So, I'm not a professional here.
Yeah.
But from what I learned, I mean, you can't change anyone else. You can only do what you're doing. And if they're not going to do something that you want them to do, then maybe you can find someone else to take your place if you're not there.
Yeah, it's kind of what I started to do and just forget about her, even though this was her responsibility. But anyway, that's the situation. That's why I care a lot about it. And that's why I can get emotionally entangled with it.
What you need to do is you need to start just focusing on the cats. Cut her out completely. Focus on the cats being well taken care of. And that's it.
Okay. That's short and sweet. Okay.
The whole thing with the law of attraction type stuff is whatever you concentrate with a lot of feeling is what you're attracting. So if you like do the visualization at night or in the morning that the cats are well taken care of, then that's what you're going to attract to happen. Maybe somebody else is going to step in without you even having to say anything.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes,
Thank you.
Gretchen already said it, that you can imagine that this woman is caring for her cat very well. And the chances are great that she will.
Thank you.
I was going to say the same thing, Krista. Imagine her taking care of the cats and they'll be taken care of. Beautiful.
Yes, exactly. Also, Gretchen said something in this. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
That's awesome. Awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna look for this Nabil's lecture, where he talks about not about cats, dogs, and other beautiful creatures, but he talks about with this woman regarding her boss. And she says that her boss always, he's always grouchy and doing things to her and things like that. But her inner talk is always like fighting. She's fighting with him on her mind. So I'm gonna send it to you. It's not the same outcome, but it's the same principle, because if you focus your mind in something good or bad, it's gonna come true. So I'm gonna send it to you.
Thank you, James.
Sure.
I appreciate that.
All right. Thank you, Gretchen, Sean, Krista, Rose, for sharing. Thank you so much. That's the purpose of these spaces, to share, to connect, and to everything.
And to ask questions.
Very well. Yeah, and the good part is that nobody is boss here. I'm not the boss. I'm just kind of moderator, but sometimes is Rajo. But Rajo he hasn't been here in a while. Sometimes it's Terrence. It's the study group is for the community. It's not my personal space. I'm just here, just like you, because I want to learn. And I want to help others that are in the process to get better. So we can help each other. We can help each other. All right.
I love this group. I just joined about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I just appreciate the group and the community, and the support.
Yeah, I mean, you will find it here. You will find support
Thank
and
you,
everything.
Sky. Thank you, Sky.
Oh, of course.
Thank you, Sky.
Of course.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, let's watch Module 5, Lesson 1. I think we do that, and then we have a small conversation, open mic and everything, because I have a veterinarian appointment with my 12-year-old pointer. As many of you know, she has epilepsy, and she's getting some bumps in her body. And anyway, I don't want to get emotional right now.
Welcome.
All right. Are you ready for David?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes. Well, David on this recording, because he's not here. All right. Here we go.
To Module 5, Lesson 1, SATS. This is State Akin to Sleep Masterclass. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And before starting this module, guys, make sure that you have completed the leaf exercise up to 20 leaves and gain control of the direction of your attention, not all the way to 50, but get to 20, okay? Because this is drastically going to help you to establish a visualization and make it really real and capture that and make it really vivid. The Neville Goddard way, that way you can really transform something to come into your life. And I never did this effectively until I was able to hold my attention on something in my own mind without it drifting away. Okay. So, and also I want you to confidently perform the reverse exercise. So you can replay the day's events in reverse order all the way till you get out of bed. And you do this pretty well for about 20 minutes. Okay. Climbing the ladder. Okay. So this is debatable. Climbing the ladder and seeing that glitch is super important, and just to prove to yourself that you have gained control of your attention and your visualization skills, because that's what's needed in order to go into SATS confidently with the feeling of your wish fulfilled and to create a vivid picture of your imaginal act completed. Okay, the visualization that we're going to create for you, it's important that you are able to hold your attention on that in the present moment. And if you haven't climbed a ladder and you tried to climb the ladder or the ladder exercise and you failed, and you weren't able to do it, you didn't see any ladders, that means that you haven't got control of the direction of your attention yet in present moment awareness. It's up to you, but as long as you've done the 20 leaves and you can do the reverse exercise, you are ready to go into SATS. Okay, you are ready to go into SATS. So what is SATS? What is the state akin to sleep? That's the question. All right, so this is a deeply relaxed, almost hypnotic state of mind where you're right on the edge of falling asleep but still conscious. Neville Goddard believed this state, in the state the mind is incredibly receptive and open. All right, so this is the state akin to sleep is right in between being conscious and unconscious. But the key here is to have control of the direction of your attention as you're going from being unconscious. You're not conscious, but you're not unconscious, but you still have control of the direction of your attention. So you're when you're conscious, you're creating this visual scene, you're playing it over in your mind, you're laying down, you're preparing this vivid scene of your amazing future, okay? Your amazing future, you put it together, you looped it over and over, you're rehearsing it over and over and over and over and over, and you're holding your attention on this, okay? You're not drifting everywhere. You're holding your attention on this, and as you're going from being conscious, you slip into SATS. Then you realize that you're unconscious, but you've been looping the scene over and over, that now you're in SATS and you're looping the scene. And then the subconscious mind feels it and you've activated, okay? So this is how you shock time sense the positron, okay? This is how you make something happen in your world that you never dreamed could ever happen to you. But when you do this correctly, amazing things can come into your life, okay? So we're going to go over this in detail. So how do you get into SATS? All right, so identify your desire and set your intention. All right, so choose something specific that you want to manifest. You can even, so for example, say it's a car, an exotic car you want to manifest. You know, say it's something like that. So instead of picturing yourself driving it as you're going to sleep, it's already in your garage and it's been there for 3 months, and you walk out into your garage and you just have that overwhelming feeling that the car is already yours and it's been yours for like 3 months or 6 weeks or whatever it is, and you're going past the transaction. So you're walking through the house of visualization and the car's already yours. So you can do it at the transactional point, or you can push it up ahead if it starts to feel, we're going to get more into this, but This is where you're going to find out what your desire is, and you can identify it, and we come up with a scene, okay, for you where you can manifest that and take that into SATS. So it's important to find that. Number 2, find a quiet, comfortable space and dim the lights or close your eyes to block out distractions and make sure the place is comfortable but keeps you alert. All right, number 3, relax your body and affirm. Take a few deep breaths to release any tension. Start from your head, moving down to your toes. Get very comfortable, relaxed. Release the simulation, release the 3-dimensional world, and affirm, I know my world's the simulation, and I can create anything I want with my imagination. All right, so number 4, clear your mind. Letting each breath draw closer and deeper into a calm, restful state. Let your thoughts slow down and fade, all right? Number 5, start to visualize the feelings of your desire. Begin visualizing a scene that represents your wish fulfilled. Focus on the details and, most importantly, feel the emotions as if it's happening to you right now. All right, and how do you do that? If you want to live in your dream house. All right, so I'm going to give you an example of 4 different things that you could create in one. The relationship of your dreams, the house of your dreams, the car of your dreams, and the boat. I'm just giving you examples here. And the yacht of your dreams, okay? This is the visualization you create. I prefer to do them specifically one at a time, but this is just an example of how many things you can bring into one experience, one visualization. So you create the visualization. You're driving, you're in the car of your dreams. You personalize it. You create personal items within the car, and you're driving the car. You feel the presence of this car. And you're driving it. You can hear the engine note, okay? You open up the garage door. You drive into your house. You get out of the car. You personalize the house and make sure it feels like it's yours. Like there's certain personal items that would be in the garage or the front of the house, you know, that would give you the implication or it would imply that this is your house, like you're the owner, like it implies ownership. All right, so you drive the car in the driveway, you get out of the car, walk into your house, the relationship of your dreams is waiting for you in the house. She gives you or he gives you a big hug and a kiss, and then you look out the backyard and you see your boat on the water on your dock in your backyard. That is creating a visual scene, but all the elements must be subsumed within one visualization. And you could do each one of these, like you could do them separately, or you could just create one. I prefer to just do one at a time, but I want to give you a broad spectrum of the different ways that you can use this, okay? You're creating your visualization very, very clearly, and I like to bring in one sense at a time when I'm creating a visualization, all right? When I'm creating a visualization, I like to bring in what I'm going to see first. I bring in that sense and I'll play the scene out and see everything I'm going to see, who I'm going to bring into it, what does it look like, what are the colors, everything in detail. And then I'm going to bring in my next sense. What am I going to hear? Okay, what are the people going to be saying to me? What am I going to be saying to them? You know, what are the noises going on? So I'm hearing it now. I'm seeing everything, hearing everything. Next thing, what am I touching? I'm giving a hug. You know, I'm touching certain things in the room. Now I'm seeing, hearing, touching, and then now tasting something. Maybe I'm taking a drink of something. What is it? And then you want to bring in what you're going to smell. Maybe there's a distinct fragrance in the room that you're very familiar with, that you create the smell. So every time you bring in another sense, it makes it more real, and you're stacking the realness into your visualization, okay? And then you loop this scene over and over and over and over and over and over and over in your imagination. Super important, okay? And that's one step you can use to really create a visual scene that's super real to you. Super real to you. All right. So this is number 5 in the process. Start to visualize the feelings of your desire. Begin visualizing a scene that represents your wish fulfilled. Focus on the details, and most importantly, feel the emotions as if it's happening right now. 6. As you visualize, you can say affirmations. You can use affirmations or phrases that reinforce your desire during the state. Repeat them mentally as you visualize. Okay. This is important. This can also assist you in asking yourself questions. How would I feel right now if I had that house? How would I feel right now if I had that life? How would I feel right now if I had that relationship? How would I feel right now if I had $30 million in cash? These questions create very powerful feeling states and also images in your mind that you can see, and you can use those for your visualization. All right, number 7, stay in the feeling. As you repeat the scene, hold on to the feeling of fulfillment, contentment, or joy as best as you can. Remember, you don't really have to focus on how it feels to you. The visualization is going to create the feeling for you. So your only focus here should be on creating a vivid scene. Because as you're creating a very vivid scene in your imagination, it's going to create the feeling all on its own. All right. So just keep rehearsing the scene over and over. And that's your only objective here. That's the only thing you should be thinking about. All right. So drift into sleep. 8, or come out gently. Ideally, you fall asleep while holding the feeling of your wish fulfilled, okay? But if you're practicing during the day, gently come out of SATS and carry the feeling trusted that your visualization has been impressed on your subconscious. So you can go into SATS anytime, okay? I just want to make that clear. It doesn't have to be at night. You don't even have to be asleep for a long period of time, all right? It can be a nap in the morning. It could be a nap in the afternoon. It could be a 5-minute nap in the afternoon. It could be when you go to sleep at night. You go into anytime you go from being conscious to unconscious, you are going into SATS, and whatever you feel to be true of your world is impressed upon the subconscious mind. All right, so this is super important to understand this, all right? A lot of people have been asking about this lately, and you can go to sleep anytime, and you will impress the subconscious mind. And it doesn't matter how long you go to sleep, and we're going to get into that soon with the ball exercise. I'm going to teach you that as well. Common obstacles, all right? Mind wandering is natural for the mind to drift when you're deeply relaxed, okay? This is normal. Don't worry about it. If this happens, bring your focus back to your imagined scene without getting frustrated. Remember, be grateful. Be grateful for your ability to be able to visualize. Fall asleep too quickly. If you fall asleep too quickly, if this is happening often, try doing SATs at a time when you're less tired or practice in a less comfortable position. All right, so you can do a few different things with this. You can either sit up and start your visualization while you're sitting up, rehearse it. And then as you get the scene really prepared, then you can lay down in like a odd position that you normally wouldn't sleep in and just keep rehearsing it. Okay, this will really speed up the process too if you're falling asleep. I also have another method for that I can give you. All right, so lack of vividness or emotion. All right, so if you struggle with visualization, visualizing the scene and getting into the feeling, watch the next lesson, which is the visualization master class. So we're going to get into this much deeper very, very soon. All right, so impatience or doubt. If you're feeling impatient, remind yourself that SATS is about feeling fulfilled now, regardless of the outer world, okay? If you're feeling impatience or doubt, remember that this is something that you need to understand, that you should be very grateful for your ability to imagine. And you shouldn't be in impatience about this. And also realize that creation is finished. You're not creating anything. You're only manifesting different portions of what's already created. So have this in your mind, as you're being impatient. The more you're impatient, the more that you are implying that you don't have it. And the more you're pushing it away. You're in the moment now. It's already happened. Don't doubt it. Have faith. And don't be impatient, because that can push it away even more. Overthinking. Let go of the need to do it exactly right. Instead, aim to relax and feel the way through your SATS, your state akin to sleep. And this is actually really important. Let go of the need to do it exactly right. Instead, aim to relax. Enjoy yourself. Be grateful for your ability to visualize. All right, just keep rehearsing it. You may not be able to get it the first night, but it doesn't mean you need to give up. Keep going, and you will get it. All right, next steps. Try practicing SATs tonight and notice how it feels. If it doesn't feel quite right, make use of the additional lessons, the ball technique and visualization masterclass. Use resources and exercises in the description below to deepen knowledge and stay consistent. All right, so next we are going to go into the ball technique. And this can really assist you with SATs, and I'm going to get into that next. But this is really important, what we just went over. So when you want to go into SATs, you want to create something. This should give you everything that you need to know in order to get there. But also you have to have your attention developed. Remember, attention must be developed. And also the reverse exercise, you need to be pretty good at that. That way you can hold on to this visualization as you're going into SATs. Okay, so don't get frustrated with that. If you're getting frustrated and you just can't visualize, your mind's going, go back to the leaf exercise. Build the core fundamental principles of your attention first, and you will be able to do this with a breeze. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next lesson.
Beautiful. Beautiful said by David. He's awesome. He's really, really awesome the way he explains things and everything. It's really awesome. All right. So I wanted to say two important things. First of all, in my case, I tend to fall asleep really fast. So that's one of my personal issues. I go to bed, then I say to myself, okay, I'm gonna listen to an audiobook, and then I fall asleep. So what I do normally is to go to bed and do the exercise sitting, or not as as tired, because then I can fall asleep real quick. And the other one, when I realized that this was happening to me, I start asking myself questions. Like David said, ask questions. Oh, how will I feel when I'm driving my Jeep Wrangler? And then I imagine myself doing it. And that's a good one. Asking yourself questions while you're sleeping, it helps you focus and concentrate. So those are the things that most of the time I use. But okay, who has a question? Who needs something to get clarified by the community?
So
Roach?
I was just gonna add on that I think it's funny that you fall asleep easily, so do I. And I started going to bed earlier, like so that I could have time to do sats. And I just ended up falling asleep earlier, so I was like going to bed at like 7. And so I was like falling asleep at like 7:30, like an old woman.
That's funny.
Okay. Sky, do you wanted to add something, or if he can go?
No, I just was, I was just reacting.
Okay.
That was funny.
It was indeed. It was.
Yeah.
All right. Iffy. Sister Iffy.
Brother James, or should I say King James? Two things I want to say. Does it matter though if you fall asleep quickly, as long as you carry your imaginal scene into the drift? Because I remember just once, this was a while ago, I was imagining money. I was visualizing for some money, and I was sitting down because I work out in the morning. By the evenings, I'm so tired. So I was sitting down doing saying some affirmations. And I remember, sitting down and like just falling asleep. And I took one affirmation about money into the drift and fell asleep. And then I quickly woke up. And then the next day, I think I just went to buy a scratch card and I won about £100. So
Nice.
I don't know if that related to me falling asleep in the drift, saying that affirmation. But does it really matter? That's the first thing I want to say. If you fall asleep quickly, as long as you're taking what you want into the drift. And secondly, I remember once David told me that to help you, and I guess the next video was the ball technique, to help you take whatever is into the drift, hold a ball in your hand. And what I normally hold is, so I've got a carpet, so a ball wouldn't help. But I've got a little, I don't know if you've got Nestle coffee where you are. I have a little Nestle coffee glass that is empty. So I kind of washed it and I hold it into my hand, and then I lie down and I'm doing my scenes. And then if I fall asleep, it would fall off and it would hit the carpet because it's glass. It doesn't break though, but I will hear it and then I will wake up. But I guess because I've done it so many times now, I actually fall asleep holding the glass and it doesn't fall off. But I did it kind of for a while. So maybe if you try that, holding a ball or something in your hand, and then you can fall asleep. When you fall asleep, you let go of it, and the noise when it hits the ground would wake you up. Yeah, that's what I want to say.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
That's a great idea.
I did that. I used a baseball. I got one from my friend. It worked.
It does work. Yeah, sometimes what I do it, I put my legs straight, and then I'm holding a knife right here. And if I fall asleep, then I release the knife, and the knife gets stuck into my leg. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding. Obviously not. But okay, I'm sure there are only one. Yeah. I think the first time that I heard this, it was when I was listening, when I was reading, I think Tesla's biography, and he said that he used to go to these states, and he gets all the information, and he was holding a bowl, a glass, or something. So it's a good technique. It's a really good technique. I totally forget about it. I think I'm going to start using it. I'm going to start, and as Ify said, yeah, it doesn't matter if you fall asleep quickly as long as you're able to create the scene and the feeling. It's the feeling. But if it happens just like me, I'm trying to create my scene, and when I realize it's the morning, so sometimes I don't even get to the completion of my scene. But yeah, use the technique that suits you better, and the only way to know that is to practice, 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 practice. Okay, who else wants to share something? Ify, sure.
I know another thing I want to say, and I know this has got nothing to do with SATs, but it's something that Neville did mention, and even Helen Hadsell. But using Neville's words, where he says, if you're not confident in your imagination, or if you're not confident in what you want, try and keep it to yourself. Do not go around telling people. And it's not that you don't want to share your dreams with people, is that so for example, Helen Hadsell believed in transference. So someone, you might say, oh, I want to manifest a Land Rover or a Jeep. And then someone might say, just in their mind, what makes he think he can get that? And they're not saying it from a point of jealousy, they're just saying it, well, those are so expensive. And then that negative thought can transfer from them to you. And then all of a sudden, because you will start having these thoughts, oh my God, I've been doing my affirmations, I've been doing my SATs. Why am I having these negative thoughts? But not knowing that these are not your thoughts. And even Neville says, the Bible says, go and tell no one. So if you haven't got that confidence yet, do not tell anyone until, you get what you want. I just thought I should add that.
That's a good point. Yeah, and especially if you are talking to people that doesn't even know about these kind of things, or people that are angry all the time or complaining and everything, don't share your goals to those people. I don't know if it was you, Sky, or somebody else messaged me the other day when because I'm giving the new members a welcome to the community. And I don't know if it was Sky or somebody else, and they asked me if what was the difference between telling somebody on the 3D about their goals and telling us in the community about their goals, because at the end we were part of the simulation. And that was a good question. I just told.
Yeah, it wasn't me, but I wish it was.
And it was a good question, and I'm not gonna tell you the whole answer, but the point here is because here we support each other, and also the vibration on this group is higher. So, but even though we have to be careful, especially because sometimes if what you want is still feels really big for you, don't say it yet. Don't say it yet. For example, if you want to become a millionaire and you feel like, yeah, I want to become a millionaire, you know, like you feel a little bit not so sure and this and that, maybe don't say it yet. Don't say it openly, even though if you're doing it here, because thought transferring it's something real. It happens to you. Have you ever experienced doing your own business and then you get mad? You're like, you know, why am I mad? And it's not you. It's maybe your neighbor or somebody that's passing and then their energy is heavy. Or you see somebody on the street and you're like, oh, I don't like that guy. I don't like that gal. But maybe because they're having something, or you feel worried about seeing someone, okay, he or she looks suspicious. But well, anyway, so that's something that it's actually real. Okay, my friends, I have to bounce because my chauffeur, my driver is coming to pick me up, and I need to put my boots on. So yeah, I don't have my car right now, so I hired this kind of Uber person. I wish I have a personal driver, but yeah, I have to take my puppy to the vet. So it was really nice to have you all here. I hope you enjoyed the live. If you have any more questions, that's why you have ChatGPT or Gemini. Don't ask me anything. I'm just kidding. If you have more questions, you can write me on school or WhatsApp or whatever, and I'll see you Monday. Hey, I was gonna tell you, how do you guys feel if we move the lives 30 minutes later? Does it work
That
for
was
you?
okay, because
It's okay
maybe
with me. Yeah, no problem. That's okay with me.
It works better actually for me.
Fine with me.
yes,
fine.
there are some Europeans who would love to join. Would it be a little later? So it might work out good.
Better? Okay. Yeah, because yeah. It's around 6, 7 with you, right, Terence and Krista?
Yes. Yep. It's
Was okay with 7?
Pardon me?
just gone 6 years, so yeah, that'll be close to 7 o'clock for me.
Okay.
7.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I can I appreciate if we do that because I want to move my workout schedule to the morning. And 30 minutes, it gives me awesome time to do 2 hours. And then the time I walk back because it's really close. And I can be full with you because I haven't hit the gym in like 3 months. You should see my belly. I like cakes. Anyway, my friends,
I got to drop, everyone. Thank you. Have a great day. Okay.
it was awesome to have you here.
Bye-bye.
Take care, my dear friends. Enjoy.
Okay, cheers, James. Cheers, man. Bye.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye all.